stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, Crypto Fam? Welcome to the Extra Bullish Hour with your hosts, the Bagman, Berserker, Uncle Buster, and Fuma Boys. Smash those likes and the subscribe button on the way in. Thanks, fam.
Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up, pump it to the moon. Pump my bags up. XRP, pump it to the moon. Pump it up, pump my bags up. Pump it up.
Now buckle up and let's get bullish. Extra bullish.
Pump it up. Gotta pump my bags up. Pump it to the moon. Pump my
Get a
bags up.
Pump this bag.
Pump it to the moon. Pump it up. Pump my bags up. Pump it up. Pump my bags up. Gotta pump it up. Pump my bags up. Pump my moon bags. Pump my moon bags. Pump
Write-ups.
Pump it up.
Write-ups all around. You get a write-up. You get a write-up.
Everybody's late. We all get write-ups.
Berserker's fault.
Me?
Blame it on Berserker.
Blame everything on me, bro. Fuck it.
What's up, bitches? Welcome to Extra Bullish Hour. Welcome on in. Smash them like he's on the way in. We got Uncle Buster on hand, Zerker, Nerdy X90, Fuma Boys. Run it up. Pump it.
Pamp it. Oh man.
But where are we pumping it, Bagman? Where are we pumping it? To the moon? Let's go, bro.
Party.
Hell yeah.
Where you at, Zerk?
I'm in the jungle, baby.
Damn.
Fucking Ooga, dude. Ooga sent me to the jungle. Let's go.
Shout out. Ooga booga forever. Straight up.
Let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
What we got
Chilling on a beautiful day, bro.
Hell yeah.
We got fucking SEC, the OIG report, SEC, the internal investigation for Bill Hinman. They stated that it wasn't conflict of interest. Dude, John Deaton's on fire, dude. He's like, fuck that. Eatgate is real. Eatgate is real. Yeah, it's so funny.
I think Eatgate is dead. I don't think he's gonna come out of it. Nothing's gonna come out of Eatgate, bro.
Well, I think T-Dog fucking rubber stamped everything, dude. So he rubber stamped ETH, he rubber stamped Sol, he rubber stamped ADA. Any fucking American crypto, bro, is fire.
Bitcoin too.
Right.
Bitcoin solidified.
Yeah, I think
I don't see the coin going anywhere.
and it just shows me this was a show. Like I was talking to Buster about this last night. I think this is just a written out script, and now we're just following it, right? And you know how to read and look at it, like because these guys, in my opinion, should have been going to jail, right? Like, I think now it's a written out script. Hey, what you're going to do? You're going to stifle it. You're going to shake all the little people out, and you're just going to go away, Mr. Head of the SEC. We're not going to talk about both of you guys skating. You don't even have to do interviews. We're going to question your integrity.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
think about it this way. If they moon everything, no one's going to give two fucks about ETHgate.
Not at all.
ladies and gentlemen, this isn't Fuma. This is a quail. Say hello to Fuma Quail.
Chris says you're always stuffing your face lately, Zerk.
Stuff in his bag.
Hey, Chris. 2 steps, bro. Take 2 steps back, and you know what to do.
Yeah, man.
Gotta eat.
So here's the thing about the rubber stamp too, Nerdy. they got this rubber stamp, right? We're good. That means we can't push an XRP lawsuit against them, a Ripple coin holder lawsuit.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere either. Ain't nobody getting reparations. You know what I mean?
Nobody.
Did you hear that, Jimmy? No one's getting reparations, Jimmy.
Bro.
Reparations is called, what's it called?
Not gonna happen.
Well, Jimmy's gonna be in. I'm sorry, Puma. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. Go.
I was just gonna say Jimmy's gonna be. Doesn't he live in Texas?
Yep.
Bay Hill? Yeah. So shout out to all those motherfuckers. And did you know he's an attorney? A lot of people don't know that. He's an attorney.
Well, I heard a birdie saying that he might be down at the moon party.
Oh damn. Oh damn, son.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
dope, bro.
So
13
buy
days.
Jimmy a beer.
Buyback. I gotta ask him about the buyback. What was that about?
I wouldn't let them buy mine back. If I know they were talking years ago about the government buying your XRP at this price, I wouldn't let them. I don't want the fiat no more. Nobody wants fiat,
bro.
Nobody wants the fiat. Everybody wants dessert. Why would you want the? Why would
Nobody.
you want the?
Shit, if it was 50K, they could have a little bit back.
Even at 50K, nope.
But they could just ramp it up to $10 and it'll be a natural buyback. They're gonna buy a shit ton back at $10 and then
Yes,
$20.
Chris.
And then, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
25% is a lot, bro. I normally play hard with 10%, man. But you know, to each their own.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm having some Uncle Buster quiche, bro. Like Buster don't just barbecue good. That motherfucker makes breakfast and all kinds of shit.
I don't want to hear that, man. You know I love that quiche. I don't want to hear that from you right now, man.
What you know about that,
bro?
What you know about that, son? What you know? Yeah, shit's fire, bro.
They ran through that dip last time, man. I came around. That shit was like terminated.
It was like a half dish.
Terminated.
Half the dish just disappeared.
He said Terminator. That was like 15 layers too. That shit had like 15 layers. That was not your fucking grandma's 8-layer dip. That was like a 15-layer motherfucker. Yeah.
It felt like 15 miles the way I was digging into that shit. I'm sitting there almost.
What do we call that? We're gonna call that Uncle Buster slap your mama dip.
Slap your fucking mama. Bro, that shit makes you want to slap your mama's mama, dude. That shit's fire. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
if I get the ingredients, can you make that in Austin? If I get the ingredients, will you make that in Austin?
What's that?
The dip.
That dip.
It's got to marinate in the fridge for a day or two, right?
Nah, you just throw it in the fridge for a couple hours.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna give me them ingredients, and I'll get them when I get to Austin.
I want to see Uncle Buster on a cooking show.
Yeah, Nerdy. We'll talk about the ice cream after the show too.
Oh,
I do like to cook.
Did you know that Ninja makes an ice cream maker, an instant second ice cream maker, and you can use almond milk or whatever kind of chocolate milk to make chocolate ice cream instantly with the Ninja device.
I'm going on Amazon today and check it.
Hey, you spelled I'm a fat kid wrong.
You know,
Hey, I didn't know that Ninja makes a freaking ice cream machine, an instant ice cream machine. You can make personal little ice cream things. Ninja Creamy. There you go.
Hey, cooking channels get a lot of views too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because they'll always look at them, bro. It don't matter if it's 5 years old. They're gonna go look at that.
How do I make that recipe?
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Bro? You guys ready for the moon party? 13 days.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Damn, son. Damn. I don't know if that weather in Texas is gonna beat Cali right now. Shit's beautiful.
No, it's gonna be hot there.
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Let's fucking go, dude.
yeah.
If you got any,
What up, Mojo?
you got any newbies coming? Don't be scared, bro. Just loosen up and kick back with the homies. It's chill. It's a chill Billy time. It's good. So it's gonna be fun meeting you guys. I mean, not you guys, but the fuckers in the chats.
You got your flight booked? Your flights booked?
Yep.
Nice.
We're good to go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
We had the Ripple case get paused.
Yeah, man.
Are they? I heard the 16th they're going to come on with a resolution, or they're going to settle it or something. Fucking Rispoli's had a boner for a minute now, dude. So
they said they're waiting on Atkins to give it to Atkins to close it out.
Oh, really? Okay, so that was the big news today. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, whenever. I think it was yesterday.
Atkins is a new guy.
Yeah.
Didn't he just? He just got sweared in, didn't he?
Yep.
All right, cool. So it should be.
Yeah,
so it should
Ueda was the interim.
Okay. So this shit should happen soon then. I'm telling you, they're gonna drag this down to August. Because what you have August, October, September. So yeah, they're gonna drag it on and probably pull something in September.
We popped back up to 220 from 160.
Shout out to everyone who bought the dip at 160. We up, motherfucker.
I was calling everybody around. I was calling people around. I was like, "Hey man, y'all got chips?" They're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "For this damn dip." You know that?
Yeah, for the dip, bro. We up hella. I was up like 30% on algo. I bought that algo dippy dip. Let's go. Shout out to Flair. Flair was up like 50%. It was stupid. Shout out.
You find yourself in these dips not finding more money than you have, right? You're looking around the couch. You're like, I bought the last dip. I needed more. So, like,
you find some change, bro? You find that McDonald's money? Where'd you find? You get?
I'm at the point now. I'm cognizantly like not going to go get other stuff to eat. Like, you know how you say, I'm going to buy these things to bring in the house to eat today. I'm at the point where it's like, no, we're only getting these two things. We're only getting No, I'm going to save. I'm going to save as much as I can. You know,
you don't even get the cup of noodles. You get the cheap ramen in the pack. That's,
man,
you know what I'm saying?
I've been going to the Asian stores and buying my ramens and stuff because it's a heck of a lot cheaper going to the Asian store for everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like that.
I like it. They got these big ass burlap sacks full of green tea. It's like loose green tea in a fucking like burlap sack, like it's the 1400s and shit. Yeah, those China stores. Those China stores are fire, bro. Yeah, but they always smell like fish though. They got some rotten ass fish though.
When you start getting accustomed to it, you're like, that doesn't smell half bad. What is that?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about seafood. You smell seafood, you're not supposed to smell seafood. Period.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
That's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Yeah. It's a bad thing. For a grocery store, especially. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, he's a food guy, so you know he knows his stuff, dude.
Well, fucking Buster knows too, bro. Buster's been a boss with grocery for fucking decades. He knows. You know what I mean?
Why did you tell me, Buster? I'm in here buying poison all the time.
I don't really do fish that much, man. To be honest, like catfish, you know. But salmon to me is all right. I'm not a big salmon person. But
you gotta try some pompano. Pompano's bomb.
Pompano, huh?
Where's Louisiana at with that buffalo rib? Let's go.
Quick question. You guys, this midnight airdrop, do we have to set up trust lines for this stuff? Or are we just going to get it naturally? How's this
No
going
one
to work?
knows. No one knows.
I think that's a scam, bro. That's a fucking scam.
You think so?
The midnight
Charles
airdrop,
gonna
fuck
scam
yeah,
everyone,
it's a scam. That's a scam, dude.
Well,
Dude, look at the profiles blasting that on Twitter. Look at the profiles. That's a fucking scam.
Well, Charles is the one that said it on the video.
Oh, is it a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Charles'.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hey.
They haven't said
That
much
shit is
info on it,
scammy,
though.
though.
They just said there's an airdrop coming, but that was it.
Okay, so what was your question, Puma? Who gets it?
Yeah, well, they're naming everybody with a coin in here. They're like XRP holders get it, Cardano holders get it, ETH holders get it. I'm like, how are you gonna drop this all? Are you gonna how are you gonna do it?
That just means
that's straight up.
That just means it's gonna dump hard when all them coins is getting it.
That's Oprah shit. Everybody gets midnight.
How quick are we moving out of this when it hits?
As quick as you can move it.
Hey, Kepson, yes, buy some more Z-Pack.
Yeah, Kepson.
Chris says it was AI. It might be a scam still. Chris says it was AI in the chat. My bad.
Hey, Buster, you recommend buying some ZBEC? Dude, I'm a greedy bastard on ZBEC at the moment. I'll tell you that. I am stacking ZBEC heavy. So yeah, that's a yes for me.
So you're saying swap it out for ZBEC, right?
I don't care how you get it. I don't care how you get it. Just get it. Swap it, buy it, whatever you got to do. Get some ZBEC.
Can we put a limitation on that? That doesn't mean go out and rob somebody, whoever's in the chat. That doesn't mean rob
you
somebody.
get away with it, rob them.
Fuck them.
Hey, if the Hakua lady can do it, why not?
Whatever you got to do.
She got pardoned too, bro. She got pardoned.
Hey,
hella quick.
Bro, I think it was like 1.2 million or like 2 million or something like that. Rugged everyone.
Yeah.
2 mil. Walked away. Hands free. Now she's living her best life.
People think, dude, bro, people think she was a fucking country southern girl. That bitch is a Mossad agent. You know what I mean? That's just crazy.
All the agents are getting paid off now.
Well, you see scams, bro. You know Scam Daddy on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's gone, bro. Like that must mean something. His time is up. All the agents are getting paid off, and they're dipping. Stage left.
You know, I always wonder why, because I was in some X spaces, why he called himself Scams, and everybody called him Scams. I'm like, that's kind of not a name you want in this type of atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his whole claim to fame was to tout all the scam. Like he was the one claiming that he was calling out all the scams, including and especially XRP. You know what I mean? He was an agent to FUD ZERPs. He was paid to come in and FUD ZERPs, and now he's gone.
What, did he delete his account or something?
Yeah, his account's gone, bro.
Yeah, he deleted it.
He's been here for years too. He's been here for like 2 years more. Probably.
Louisiana, what the $4.99? I'm bringing some buffalo rib to the moon party.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Shit.
I get the hot sauce.
Shit.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, I thought it was weird too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't this the same guy I was talking about? He worked on all these XRP projects, Ledger projects. Was that?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
he was just in there to cause FUD, bro.
He was just a hardcore hater.
All the spaces, but he wasn't like a hood rat. He was like a dude, like an educated fucking dude that was like, I guarantee you he was an agent, bro, to FUD ZERPs all day.
I could have sworn
Weird
he was like,
though, dude.
He had worked on projects.
I would be surprised if Midnight was. I'd be surprised if it. I don't think it's a scam, dude. Island Ghost knows most about Midnight, but yeah, I don't think it.
Even if it is, if they're gonna airdrop, it's free.
Well, like Steph could tell us all about it tomorrow on Illuminati Nights.
Steph's gonna be calling you up, bitching you out because you're talking shit on Midnight. That's what she's
Shut
gonna
the
be
fuck
doing.
up, Zerker!
Like,
Shut the fuck up! It's real. Yeah.
I had so many trust lines on my Stellar
Bradley
account.
B. Midnight is. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not speaking on that. I don't know enough about it. Go ahead, Puma. My bad.
No, that's all good. I had like at one time. The reason why I'm asking about the trust lines is I had one of my Stellar wallets. Man, I had so many trust lines. You know how you're new, you get in the game, and you see all the trust lines you could possibly set up, and you go nuts with it. And I went nuts with it. And then I got dumped crap coins to it and started messing up the wallet itself. So I literally couldn't use Ledger with it. I had to just use, native sites with it. And I had to crush and get all that stuff out of there, man. And it was a hassle to get all those dead coins off of that thing. just to make it usable again. So
You can use a token trash, right?
So I was trying to use, I think Aqua has one. Was it like one of the Aqua sites has it? And it didn't work worth crap. So I had to manually do it, which sucked.
Zerk Tua token.
Zerk Tua.
Zerk Tua. You just spit on that thing. Just spit on that thing.
There you go. Zerk Tua coming soon.
I remember when they were calling out her devs, they were like, "We didn't rug anybody." It was like, dude, you're killing everybody in transaction fees. That's how you're making your money. Well, we gotta get paid too. We gotta get paid. I'm like, bro.
She was like, "I'm going to bed."
Yeah, disappeared, never came back for like months.
You threw that ninja powder up. She's like, I'm gonna be ghost on this one, bro.
She pulled the 1-800 rug me.
Call 1-800.
Let's be honest. If you were following the hot Tui girl for a crypto coin, you deserve that.
He's getting ready for coffee time.
Is it coffee time right now?
Right, man. Coffeeing up. Hella fun. What happened to Bearable Bull? I don't know, man. I don't watch those guys. I don't watch all the super mainstream dudes. I really don't even watch them no more, man, since I got into
I don't watch none of the mainstream guys.
more
anymore.
about all the shows related around our shows I watch.
Hawk Tua is now officially got you a.
Got you.
She probably, it's her name, but I bet you there's people involved that got way more money out of that than she did. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah, her devs.
I don't think she probably got like fucking 20 grand out of that shit. Someone licked all the money.
20, bro. No, bro. She got like 2 million out of that. She got 2 million.
You think she got the 2 million out of that? I think there's zero chance that chick got $1 million out of that.
She got a big cut out of that one for sure.
Bro, I heard some shit. I heard she was speaking like straight up like Israeli. Like she was speaking like she's not a Southern girl. She's a legit like Mossad agent. Like that's fucking no joke. Like I heard some gnarly shit about that bitch. Like that shit was that was like FTX all over again, but small.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, Zerk. They all are, Zerk.
Yeah, Zerk Tua.
Hey,
Is
Zerk
my
Tua.
hat tiny enough? Is my hat tiny enough or what?
Looking like a town star farmer.
Yeah. I remember one time I came into work one time with these fucking sunglasses. Like these are like the cheapies. Like, and so they're the only ones that like fit over my glasses and like fit nice. And I came into work and my general manager was like, "You look like you just came from the fucking optometrist. And you're like 80 years old." I'm like, "Thanks, bitch." Like that was funny as shit. It was
Vapes
pretty
are
funny.
bad. Okay.
Yeah. Hella funny. Well, what's up though? What's up? What we got? What do we got?
Hello.
Did it reg again?
Yeah, we got wrecked.
Damn. It took freaking Zerk out.
I think you got wrecked.
Did we get rugged?
We got rugged again.
What the fuck?
Start talking about toys and get rugged all the time. Like, into the middle of it.
Hawk Tua, bro. Hawk Tua's listening, dude. They know. Yeah.
Are we back on
Telling
the
you,
air?
they don't like the facts, man.
Yeah, we're back.
No.
We back.
You're
back.
right, Dirty. This can't keep happening every week.
Too many facts, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, you were
Common
here
denominator.
at the ground floor. You were here when all this shit went down, bro. Can you imagine that? All you guys in the chat, you've been here when all this shit's going down, bro. It's about to get wild, man. It's been wild. But yeah, we got some shit. We got some shit coming.
we're gonna have to do this over smoke channels, like smoke signals out there. You know, like
Smoke
Cali
channels.
up on top of the hill, you know, like, you can show your camera, the smoke will go up, and everybody's gonna decipher the code.
Bro, the way they're going, we're gonna have like AI personal assistants, like Nerdy's been talking about AI agents. Like everybody's gonna have their own personal assistant, dude. It's fucking crazy.
This is what I see happening in the future. Eventually, this may or may not happen, but I do see this happen at some point in time. Eventually, some kind of senator or some kind of someone is going to introduce a bill that's going to be along the lines of AI language model sovereignty rights for Americans or something like that, where every American has the right to have a personal AI model, and every American has the right to their own privacy with their own data, and no government can harvest their own data without their approval, or something along those lines, where every citizen has a right to have an AI agent of their own, to make their own or whatever. And it's going to be something close to the lines of the right to bear arms. The right to bear arms and the right to bear an AI agent will be eventually in the future will be equivalent, because it'll be equally as dangerous, equally as important, and equally as harmful to the government, and equally as liberating.
So, bro,
you see how fast AI came in and just like fucked us up? Like there was no such thing as AI. Like this shit was going
year
on
and a half,
with, like,
bro.
Google search and shit. It was going on with Google search behind the scenes, but dude, ever since 2020, bro, it's been creeping up, fucking us up, and it was quick. And now everything's got AI embedded into it. And the videos you watch are damn near real, damn near. Like that shit's fucking on purpose, bro. Like if you're not a conspiracy theorist by now, you're fucking retarded.
Wiped out a whole bunch of jobs too.
Oh yeah.
Jobs.
I think it's all already existed though. I think we're just tapping into the technology and the consciousness. Our consciousness is getting high enough to use it, but I don't think AI. I think AI's existed in the past.
You think that it existed in the past and they had to destroy it, and that's why everything happened to begin with?
Yeah, I think the technology, like, because there's different eras that lived at a higher, more than we do right now. We think we're fucking top notch forever. No, man, people did better shit than we did, but I think we're tapping into that because consciously, like, I think it's always existed. We're just tapping into a high enough conscious level to use it, or to, you know what I'm saying?
This is like
it's a never ending.
It's never ending.
It's a never-ending loop that we keep going towards. We always end up in this AI creation stage that we create something that's way more powerful than us, that we don't know how to control or manage, that destroys us, or we misuse and we destroy ourselves with it. And then we have a new civilization that's born. They go through the ages, they create industrial ages, and then they create all the scooters and all the stuff again. And then they lead up to computers, and they create the same AI again, and then they destroy themselves again, and then boom. There's this endless cycle of us.
Yeah, but then it's like,
we're so advanced, but we're not.
When the stuff's being destroyed, I think it's being destroyed to hold the truth back and enslave more, right? And then we'll go through spurts to where, you know, we could either use it for the good, or it's gonna enslave us more. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think this has never happened in, you know, how long's Earth been here, bro? Come on.
Skynet.
Billions of years.
Yeah.
Billions.
Well, they say like Roman times. I heard some kid talking the other day in the grocery store. They said like Roman times are like they had some copper fucking automaton. They're like they're in their fucking writings and shit. There was like automatons and shit. And then we had the mud floods, and that fucking buried a lot of shit. And you know what I mean? So
with Rome, they were saying actually Rome was built on top of another city. Like there's a layer of, I don't want to call it brick, but there's a layer below a lot of like the Parthenon and a lot of things that's not Roman. It's just built on top of. When Rome actually started, they were sheep herders. They were just herding sheep, and then eventually they started building townships. I believe they probably found tech or got some stuff introduced back into their society to help them flourish, just like a lot of other cultures.
It's the Matrix, bro. It's always the architect smashing it and then recreating it, and or the whatever it is, the architect, and Neo is the protagonist that destroys it all, and it's that shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, there's a few things like flat earther. I've never been a flat earther, but I would bet right now that's probably flat. You know what I'm saying? But if it's 2025 and we do not definitely know if it's a globe or flat, we're fucking chumps, bro. We're clowns. These people are like, they can't even figure this simple shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So little things like that, we are idiots, man, in the big picture. They let us think we know hella shit. They let you think you're advanced. You're not advanced right now, bro. We're relying on so much shit right now.
Yeah. Why do we have to build it up and break it down and build it up and break it down if it is flat and there isn't or if it isn't flat and there isn't a firmament? Like, no, this is it. They just been recreating this world.
I know,
hundreds of times.
Yeah. Well, check this out. Going back to the history thing, if you really think about it, during those times they would have wars, and the people who won the war, the victor, would be the one who's telling his story. Right. So at the end of the day, all this stems from one point that it's either copy and pasted or was fought in battle and won, and then someone stole and then made their own. So at that point, everything's a lie until we know the where everything originates.
Bro,
but no one knows.
Bro.
Yeah. So that speaking of origination, I was reading an article that says the first, was it 2,300 or 23,000 XRP transactions? Like no one can see them. You guys heard anything like that? I was looking. I don't know what I was reading, but I was looking at that. Like the first initial transactions on the blockchain are obscured. I was hoping nobody would know anything. That's what I'm doing.
You talking about TPS, like transactions per second, or what? What about the first ones?
Just the initial transactions. They've been obscured. Just the first initial transactions on a ledger have been obscured for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm asking. I haven't even tried to go back.
It might be FUD. I think that's what Scams would talk about. He would say like some of the first blocks were fucked or something like that. Or I think there was an open wallet, wasn't there, where anybody can grab whatever they wanted in the beginning.
Yeah. They did that on purpose for some reason, though. Shorts was saying.
They didn't tell me. I've been sitting on a couple of Billy right now. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm only taking 10 million XRP.
You weren't born yet in the blockchain era.
Hold on. So what do you think? So when do you think the initial it was? In the early 60s?
Nah, when the Ledger was born.
They say it goes way back to Fuggers, right? Right, Nerdy?
Here's a thought. Here's the thought.
You're a fugger.
If AI in blockchain was created like way back in the 70s, how do we not know that they didn't switch everyone who was born in the 80s onto this system, that everyone who was born got some kind of address number that was linked to their social security number, linked to their birth certificate number, that put them on this computer? And then that's the reason why the lady came out with the Matrix movie in the first place, was to show that this is not going to happen. This has already happened.
The Oracle?
I'm just informing you guys that this is already taking place.
We'll find out in 2 years or 5 years. 2030 be.
Because the tech is not new, right?
Wasn't it Bags? Wasn't it the same lady who made the Matrix or wrote the Matrix? She also did the Terminator, and isn't it all part of the same storyline?
It's one whole story.
Yeah, the Oracle. She was the Oracle in the Matrix.
Yeah,
and
she's
I
didn't even think about that.
They stole
but
that
true.
shit from her and then made fucking millions on those series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no, she actually has
back
the
in the day.
Yeah, you're saying, Baggy.
Yeah,
she has the rights though now.
She sent me all the documents where she was in court and beat them and all types of shit, but they're still dropping like new Terminators. They don't give a fuck.
Sophia Stewart, I think.
Yeah, Sophia Stewart.
Yeah,
She
I'm
did
pretty
like,
sure
didn't
that
she do like
that chick
like,
is she's next level
Yeah.
though. When you hear her speak, you're like, dude, she's like levels above people, bro. Like
But like honestly,
when I
you think
first
that
heard that, I
robots-
looked it up and I was like, man, I heard it on the radio, AM radio, and I was like, there's no way, man. I listened to her on YouTube. I'm all, oh yeah, she created all that shit. Like her
Yeah.
conscious levels is off the charts, bro. You're like, damn.
you think robots just came out of nowhere? Like all of a sudden we have robots now. We had AI took over a year and a half. AI just took over everything, and now we have
quick,
now we have
bro?
robots.
Scary quick.
Scary quick, and now we have robots. Pretty soon we're all gonna have digital IDs, and then we're already introducing all the stable coin stuff.
Well, they're
Gonna happen
bitching
quick.
about the real ID right now, which is communism. But at the end of the day, like,
Yeah,
it's crazy,
you know,
bro.
I never understood the real ID. Like you have a driver's license, and now it's mandatory everybody get a new one with a star on it. Yeah, like
Well, I kind of like the real ID because what the real ID does, it kind of like proves your citizenship. That it's not just you just don't have an ID, but you have an ID, and then you're a citizen. That you're one, an American, and then two, you're a citizen that lives in the state, and that you actually do live in this state, and I can prove that I live in the state. So I kind of like the reason behind it.
So what are the people doing who need a driver's license who aren't citizens?
Well,
Right,
everyone.
That's what I'm saying. It goes out the window when they start giving real IDs to illegal immigrants.
That's the part where it all gets fucked up. You're 100% correct, right? But
Yeah.
if that's the so maybe there's an event that hasn't occurred yet that's going to take place that will solve that piece of the puzzle. But
Don't be
Bro,
like
a
me.
fun facts that a lot of people don't know is that motherfucking Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, owned and acquired McGraw Hill, which is the textbook creator for all American schools in 1989. So all of us motherfuckers right here, Gen Xers and millennials, we're all brainwashed by Ghislaine Maxwell's dad.
Huge, man. They're huge. I wouldn't be surprised if they're out of Texas. The only reason why I say Texas buys the most. Buys the most textbooks in America. So they've been like.
Well, I remember when Buster said that globes in every classroom. There's got to be something to it, bro. Why are they pushing globes down our throat from childhood? Come on.
I think it's just like I think Earth already abundantly has everything you need, right? But then they make water scarce. So everything that they trick you into scarce is truly abundant, but they're also putting you in the scarce brain, the mindset. They want us to be scarce and fear, like all this shit. This like, fucking place is probably full of water in the inside, bro.
Running out of water, running out of land, they got everything.
Yeah, right.
Oil. That's another one. Oil. Oil's not fucking dead fucking dinosaurs. Oil regenerates.
Oh, bro, that's the stupidest thing anyone has ever said. That it's fucking.
And people still believe it though. Like oil comes from plant matter, people. It's plant matter.
Bro, a liberal would box you over that shit right now. Like, that's how nuts it is.
We have an infinite amount of oil. We have so much oil on this planet. It's stupid.
LET says it's time to take your medication.
Which one? Which one of us, Ellie?
Gentlemen on the panel.
Bro, all we really need to do, the whole energy crisis is such a scam, because what we really need to, if we really wanted to, feed all the homeless people and fix poverty and blah blah blah, you would have nuclear reactors first of all, and then everything would probably be either the way it is with gas and diesel, and it would either be that or hybrid, because hybrid is actually more efficient. Hybrid actually does work, right? But at the same time, hybrid is kind of redundant. It's like it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. You can do the same thing with the turbo car. You don't really need it. I mean, it's good for acceleration. It does improve the driving experience. Like it does have some, good things to it. But at the same time, like full electric is stupid. It doesn't make sense. We don't have the energy.
What about the water car guy? What about Stanley, bro?
Hydrogen cars don't even make sense. None of that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not talking about hydrogen. I'm talking about water. Where the hydrogen generator is in the car. Like that kind of shit.
That's what the Toyota Crown is. The Toyota Crown is exactly that. It runs on water, but those fueling stations are stupid. The whole experience is stupid.
Yeah, like I was looking at thorium reactors between thorium and the water guy. I was like, why are we having scarcity? And if you're so against oil, which comes from plant matter, well, why aren't we?
But drill, baby, drill. Yeah, drill, baby, drill. Like,
and I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
Bro, Trump got elected and gas went up.
It did go up. It got cheaper for everyone else around the country, but for us, it's
nothing goes down in Cali, man.
Nothing goes
down.
Y'all got it, bro.
Yeah, once you start turning in them patents, that's where they got you, and they come
they
looking
steal
for
it.
Right. They'll take you
Give
out.
your address. There's another. I just saw like some dude on a black dude do a hydrogen car, like a truck.
Yeah, he's the one that got sniped out in a shooter, a false flag shooter.
That was a Buffalo. The Buffalo shooter, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the other scam, right? Because what happens is that gas, a combustion motor, the way how they burn fuel is not 100% efficient. And that's what the water system introduced, was to make the burn rate of the fuel more efficient, and it would be able to burn a lot cleaner. So it would be cleaning the combustion chamber as you're using the fuel. So you're decarbonizing your motor, and you have a more burn rate, meaning that you're using less fuel, meaning that it's more fuel efficient, right? But they don't introduce that to cars yet. Why? It makes no sense. But we have a system that's been tested for ages that works.
Yeah. I think
because it's better. That's why we don't use it. How does that make sense?
I think we've been fooled too, Nerdy. Let me tell you how. I've got one of these. It's gotten better every year, but my car isn't.
Yeah.
More and more storage, more and more pictures, more and more transmissions, more and more apps. But my car is still the same.
What got me is that everybody's also got a router in their house, and that shit that's like putting a camera in your house. A router? Fuck Wi-Fi, bro. We moon, everything's hardwired. Fuck you. Yeah, everything's hardwired, bro.
You don't want the sonar pulse sending that information back?
Oh my gosh. Frying my nutsack and my brain as I sleep. Fuck you. Yeah.
Waking up feeling a little numb in the morning. You got to put your feet outside the bed first and just sit there.
Bro.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
Let's go. Hardwire Club, man knows.
We got Wayside E4 in the building.
Ooh, with the yellow fringes, the flags. Yeah, bro. What you know about that too? That's the deep state flag, right? That's not the fucking the free fucking, what do you call that? The maritime law, or is that maritime with the fringes? Ooh-wee.
I don't
Details
know.
matter.
It's like
Details matter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
man,
what?
at this
Calling
point,
it?
I don't know shit, bro. I'm just checking shit out, bro. Like, don't deny. I just don't deny anything, man. Fuck.
Bro, it's like Duel says, man. We riding the coattails of these devils. You know what I mean?
What else are you gonna do? Do you even have a choice?
We got no other choice. Yeah.
The whole system runs off of money. Money's never gonna stop. The gears are never gonna stop turning. I mean, money's always gonna be big. But you can always make money. It's always there to be made. So if that's the case and you needed to survive, why not just hop on the train if you don't have a choice?
I think the final outcome, or one of the various outcomes of this, is by digitizing money, you were able to easily scale it up so that you could fund bigger projects. I'm not talking about this bridge over here. I'm talking like, we're going to build a Death Star, and I need it at like 5% interest. So you scale the money up, right, to get everybody working on it. I think they're going to be building mega projects, space-based projects based off of after digitization of all the properties. Then you can just digitize the planet and its minerals and resources.
I think that's what meme coins transforms into, and people don't see it yet. That meme coins transforms into a VC funding mechanism
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
anyone in the world, if you're interested in someone's project, can become a VC and own a percentage of the company that the person sets out on a smart contract, that you own this percentage. So you can have the owner of a company that owns 100% is putting out 5%. Out of this 5%, this person is creating 10,000 tokens, and that's actually created and divided into 10,000 shares, which is part of the percentage. And then any person who owns a token actually owns a share of the company. Boom. VC money.
Bro, you know what's crazy about that? It's all anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all anonymous.
Yep.
So you got anonymous venture capitalists out here throwing cash at stuff.
Throwing cash out to random ass projects, bro.
Yeah, somebody said Julian Brown. That's the guy I'm talking about. He turns plastic into a gas car, runs on the plastic.
He's still making it. He's still walking the earth.
He's still, yeah. This shit is new, man. This guy's he's new. I'm like, I watched his video, and then in the comments is like, they're like, please protect this man. Like in the comments, like, but it's recent, bro. I was like, holy shit! Like, he's
You
like,
put all that information on the Pirates Bay.
Bags. Go to Scott Wilson. I want to talk about something real quick. Scott Wilson, Ripple has chosen RLUSD instead of XRP for Hidden Road, unfortunately. So I want to talk about that. So
unfortunately,
I have
that's
a question.
a good thing.
No, but check it out though. Is there a limited supply? So let's talk about the supply. So ZERFs are obviously 100 billion, and there will only ever be 100 billion, and there's less. So there's less now because of the transactions. So question is there a cap on RLUSD? I don't know about that.
No, I don't think
Nah, because they could mint new
No.
ones just like the other coins, right? Like Tether and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
And that's what makes it
So
the right candidate for the job.
So that being said, talk about that. So let's say ZERFs are deflationary, and if they use the fucking RLUSD as a stable coin for everyday stuff, ZERFs are always going to get more and more valuable. You see what I'm saying?
Where does RLUSD run?
Yep. Because it's still going to run on the XRP Ledger.
It runs on the XRP Ledger, so they chose the XRP Ledger, not RLUSD.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter if they declare they're going to use it or not, because they're going to use it natively. It's not even a choice. Because that's what does the conversion.
That's just more XRP getting burned up.
Exactly. So we'll have more XRP getting burned up per year, meaning that there'll be less supply, meaning the price will go up.
The flip side, Scott Wilson, the flip side would be, it would be worse if ZERFs were the main and RLUSD wasn't. So it's good that they're utilizing RLUSD, but ZERFs are just ZERFs are the baby. They're the honey pot. That shit that's where the money's at, bro. ZERFs.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that XRP is going to become a world reserve currency and stuff like that. Like, I don't think those people really understand how any of this works, and that's a native token to a protocol cannot become a world reserve currency. That's not how any of this works at all. When you have RLUSD that's doing all the heavy lifting and doing everything that it needs to do, like transferring all this money and stuff, that opens up so many more bridges. It's crazy.
Also,
now, what can happen is that I've been saying this for a while now, is that every 5 years the IMF revalues their basket, their SDR basket, and just like United States is now holding crypto on their reserves as a reserve. It's not a reserve; it's as a reserve. The IMF can add a crypto basket as a reserve to their already established SDR basket because they know it's only going to go up, right? So if they use that in a manner, then the value of XRP is going to be sought after even to be more, because it's one is being used as a reserve, not a reserve for these mechanisms, right? And then you just have RL that is burning XRP like by the second, right? So you have your burn rate that's going through the roof, and then you have all these pools that are being created, and now you have RLUSD that's tied to all these coins because it's now a stable coin. So it just becomes like the most liquid pools in this, all these AMMs and memes and all this other stuff. So it's gonna be crazy, bro.
Also,
I believe a lot of the XRP
it could
memes are gonna go up in value, and that's one thing that Buster showed me, was helped me realize. Go ahead.
It could also be like to avoid a world currency or not world currency, a nation's currency, because no nation survives that.
Yeah,
the nation prospers while the money all goes out, and then you hit a point to where the country's fucked. So I think all of it is to get out of using anyone's native currency as, like the US dollar. So this could allow the US to not fold. Like we stay on the system, US is going to go down over time, right?
Yeah, we're not folding for sure. And that's another thing that people don't understand what Trump is doing with tariffs and stuff. What all that really is, and what's really happening, is that the reason why you want to have tariffs and the reason why we're going the route that we're doing and we're sacrificing the stock market is because we're saving bonds. Because how the dollar operates, it's based off of our sovereign debt. Our sovereign debt is like, we have to protect it. It's like national security. Like that's what keeps the dollar in check, right? So that is backed by the whole bond market. That's all derivatives and all that other stuff. So what you do is that you introduce the trust treasury bond that Judy Sheldon introduced, and now all of a sudden what seemed illiquid or what is debt but is actually liquid, you back it by more liquidity and make it more stable and make it seem like it's better to hold with gold backing everything. And now what you see is that people are going to stop selling the treasuries, holding more treasuries, and then keep using the dollar. So it's kind of like forcing people to use it by debt. So the stock market is gonna go down. It's gonna correct. Who cares? But the bond yields are being leveled out. Interest rates and all this stuff is being leveled out. That part is secure. The market will recover. That doesn't matter. All that means is that it's a good opportunity for us. You're talking, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, we're at the top of the hour. Zerk, your mic went out. Shout out to Thomas Conservative with the 10. We are inching close to the flipping of ETH.
Bro, shout out to Bishop. He threw it down. Run Bishop real quick. That comment. Shout out Bishop. And also LEET said that Timu's got brains on sale. You need to get one, Scott Wilson. He goes, RLUSD has to be stable. This allows XRP to be adjustable for use in transferring value across the ledger. This allows for XRP Ledger expansion, which is what Nerdy just said.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what David Shorts was saying. David Shorts said the more arbitrage trading and the more it's trading on the ledger, what makes it more stable, because you have levels that are going up and down, but eventually it'll become so minimal, right? That even like doing arbitrage trading or even doing liquidity trading or AMM pulls of DeFi on the ledger will become so stable and so fast because there's so much liquidity within the network itself.
You're fucking stable.
That's what's happening. Yeah. All right, guys.
Link in the chat for Fuma Boys. Go give him a subscribe. He's dropping some content over there. Also, link in the chat for coffee time coming up right after this. See you on coffee time.
Time is live.
Grab a cup. Let's talk crypto. Later, glitches.
Get this paper.
Noble citizens and seekers of legend. On the grand eve of April 26th, 2025, beneath the radiant glow of the lunar sphere, the illustrious rich Dux family and the enigmatic Illuminati shall converge in the heart of Austin, Texas, under a celestial tapestry of starlight and destiny. Prepare to witness a gathering like no other. A night where opulence meets mystery and ancient valor intertwines with futuristic wonder. Come enjoy the feast, music, and booze as we embark on an epic journey where every step echoes with the promise of adventure, and every moment is destined to be written into the annals of time. Raise your voices, gather your kin, and let the chronicles of this enchanted moon party be forever sung in the halls of legend. For on this night, unity and revelry shall reign supreme.
Moon party! Moon party! Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Moon party. Always do it. Moon party.